È stata una notte di sangue qui a Rafah perché moltissimi attacchi ed esplosioni si sono susseguiti soprattutto nell'area ad ovest della città, colpendo anche un campo di sfollati nella zona di Tal Sultan. Il centro per la stabilizzazione dei traumi di Medici Senza Frontiere di Tal Sultan ha presto cominciato a ricevere moltissimi pazienti. Abbiamo ricevuto più di 180 feriti e purtroppo 28 pazienti sono arrivati già morti. Medici Senza Frontiere condanna duramente quest'ultimo attacco e chiede ancora una volta il cessate il fuoco duraturo e sostenibile per continuare le nostre attività in sicurezza.
سابقة في تاريخ الإنسانية، هكذا تم وصف محرقة رفاه. سوف يتذكر العالم إحراق الأطفال أحياء فيما كان الصهاينة يحتفلون.
I am quite sure that anybody watching this video is already fully aware of what I'm talking about here when we all woke up to the horrific news about what the IDF have done and murdered all these innocent civilians sheltering in their tents in Rafah. They were told it was a safe zone and they have committed the most abominable crime. A crime against the people there and also yet another crime against humanity. The world has completely gone insane, hasn't it? It's particularly disgusting to me that our politicians and the politicians in America support this, fund this, arm this horror, sending our disgusting weapons over to the Israelis to create carnage, destruction and death on all these innocent people. It's a world gone completely mad and upside down, isn't it? I sometimes wonder why I make these videos at all. I mean, it's not as if I'm any good at doing them. There's so many people out there who do very polished videos who are way more eloquent than I am, and it's not as if I'm changing anybody's mind who has a different point of view. No, I'm always preaching to the converted, so anybody who watches this and videos like this video, I'm sure are in complete agreement. Nevertheless, I just think that it needs to be on record that I completely support these stronger voices than I am. These much stronger voices who are growing and growing in power daily because they are on the side of right and we are on the side of right. What Israel is doing is beyond evil. They are barbaric savages. Let's make no mistake about it. And their reign of terror has to come to an end. They have violated every single international order, which they completely ignore. What's the point of having orders if you can't enforce them and if there's no penalty for not obeying them? That seems to be the case in the world right now. It is beyond horrific, isn't it? I just want to take a moment to think about every single innocent child, man and woman in Palestine who have had their lives brutally ripped apart. I mean, I'm fed up of saying it again and again, in a sense, because we don't seem to be getting any closer to an end to this horror. Free Palestine. It has to happen. It absolutely has to happen. This evil that's going on with Israel, with the Zionists, with our politicians around the world, particularly USA and UK, clearly cannot be allowed to continue any longer. This has to be stopped somehow, one way or another. Free Palestine.
مؤثرة يهودية تبكي بشدة وتشعر بغضب كبير اتجاه حكومة إسرائيل وتقول أنها لن تتوقف عن المطالبة بوقف إطلاق النار بصفة نهائية.
As the days go by, I just get more and more angry. That doesn't even cut it. Like that word, the feelings that I have towards my own community, towards the Jewish community. God, it makes me feel. And the fact that so many people on the internet are unable to understand why Aaron, the man that lit himself on fire, why he would do that. You know, why would you kill yourself in such a gruesome, terrible way? Do you have to ask yourself that question? Are you serious? His last words were free Palestine. But these feelings that I have right now, all of this anger, this sadness it's not even comparable to what the people in Gaza are feeling. And this privilege that I have to be able to sit here and cry to you right now, it can't stop here. It needs to be used in other ways. And that's what I have to keep telling myself. So maybe it doesn't matter how many more people come out and say that they demand a permanent ceasefire and that they want an end to this illegal occupation. But maybe our government just will never do anything. But that doesn't mean that we stop. That doesn't mean that we stop. That means that we just keep begging and screaming louder and louder and more aggressively.
وهكذا كان تصريح الوحش الأدمي نتنياهو على أحداث مذبحة رافاه.
ברפיח כבר פינינו כמיליון תושבים בלתי מעורבים. ולמרות המאמץ העליון שלנו שלא לפגוע בבלתי מעורבים, קרתה לצערנו אמש תקלה טרגית. אנחנו חוקרים את המקרה, אנחנו נסיק את המסקנות.
فضلا وليس أمرا، لا تنسوا الضغط على زر الإعجاب ومشاركة الفيديو تشجيعا لنا على نشر المزيد.